What are the immediate advantages of WellArchitected? There are many advantages of WellArchitected. The most obvious of them is that by working with a known structured framework, you immediately get access to all the learnings that the various hyperscalers have had over many years of working with thousands of customers. The advantages will align with the pillars. So cost optimization, better performance, high reliability, better operations. All of these things come out of this. I have never seen one of these well-architected reviews that hasn't delivered value to a customer. So there's a myriad of advantages. Is there a difference between the AWS and Azure best practice frameworks? At their core, the two frameworks are very similar. They both have the same 5 pillars. They both seek to achieve the same outcome of delivering customers better architecture in a well-architected manner. The two frameworks have subtle differences in how each of the pillars are framed and the specific targets of the pillars. The AWS one tends to be more suited to its customers of developers and software engineers, whereas the Azure one is a little bit more focused at the infrastructure side of things. But overall, they're similar enough that both of them will deliver excellent outcomes. Is it ever too late to implement a well-architected framework? No, never too late to do, never too late to start, never too late to do a review. It's obviously easier if you can do it upfront when you're first starting on a project and you can get in front of all these things so that you're not doing stuff that you're then going to have to go back later and retrofit. But it's never too late. If you've already built some infrastructure, if you've already started down the cloud path, then it's definitely never too late to get someone in, look at it, and start doing things in a better, more cost-efficient manner. What is the most common mistake you see? We tend to see a couple of common mistakes from customers. The first is that they don't have a framework that they're working to. It's vital that you have a framework that is written down, documented, and is consistent over time so that you can measure your performance against this. Whether it's the cloud native vendor, whether it's an external framework, whether it's something you've built in-house, as long as you've got a framework that you can measure and align to over time, that's absolutely vital. The other common mistake we see is that customers will engage either ourselves or the cloud vendor or do an internal review, but then they won't follow through with the actions. So all of that knowledge, all of the information that you gather during that process is just lost, and oftentimes we'll go into a customer, we'll do a review, and then we'll go back in 12 months and all of the actions will still be outstanding, and we're basically just running through and repeating the same thing. This costs money, this costs time, it leads to reduced outcomes and is just a waste of everyone's time. So it's really important that you follow through with those actions.